How's it going, guys? So today's September the 1st. It's Labor Day, Monday. And the plan is this week to switch out our tank. We found a used 6,000 gallon tank we're gonna upgrade to. This one's a 4,000 gallon. Getting a little bit on the small side, so we're just gonna swap them out. Last week the installers were here, put our new box in for the new tank. It'll be a nice upgrade, digital temperature tracking, controls and everything. So this isn't the whole tank here. A lot of it's sticking back into the utility room. So it's gonna be our problem to get rid of this wall so we can get this out, get the new one in, and then we're gonna build the wall back around it. Here in the utility room we have the back 2/3, 3/4 of the tank. Dad started tearing this apart a little bit. Looks like we have insulation behind there. Decided it'd be nice to have one of those oscillating tools to cut that board. We're gonna leave that platform up there. That doesn't need to go, and we'll cut straight across. Doesn't need to be removed any higher than that. So this will be the new pump for chemical for cleaning the new tank. We got this all set up last week. Originally we thought we were not going to have to remove any block from this area, but we decided we do want to slide the new tank over about 8 inches farther, so we're going to have to cut some blocks. We don't want the tank to move a lot farther over towards that wall. I'm looking forward to getting this done. I'll just be happy to have this in the past. Seems like it's gonna be a bit of a mess to switch tanks, but thankfully we have some guys helping us that know what they're doing. We're just gonna have to rework this out after the new tank's in. The curve's gonna be different and everything, so we'll just tear this wood all out. And this old dryer vent. We used to wash cloth towels after every milking to clean the cows. Ended up realizing we need to be a little bit higher yet. Thought we were going to be able to leave this here, so we cut that at the same level, but it's a little bit too low. Got our wall out of the way. Now last thing we have to do is cut a couple blocks. We're going to move the new tank over this way a little bit. They were just here this morning. Moved our milk filter down there. It used to be right up there. So we're ready to go for tomorrow morning. We should be able to disconnect this one, slide it out, and get the new one in here to clean milking. I'm in our empty silo, just making sure this unloader's ready. Got to switch over to fill mode. Gonna run it a little bit. It's gonna rotate while we're filling to distribute the feed. So Dad's gonna fire it up in a second. Checking some more corn today. We planted some corn at the beginning of May. That stuff's getting close to ready. Yeah, it looks like everything's working like it should. Should be ready to go up. Takes quite a while to get it to the top. I just closed those last 2 doors, so they're all good. Just double checking that. Looks like every door's closed all the way up through. Pretty easy setting up to harvest. Got a lot of cable wound up. The triple cable split is right there, so we just got a few more rings. All right, there we are. That's the triple cable right up to the edge there. Hey guys, so it's the next morning here. The last side of cows in the parlor. The milk truck is already sitting out here. They came and picked up last night because the tank was full. So there's one milking worth of milk in here. We got to get out. They're gonna run a wash, and then the guys will work at pulling the tank out. You already got the milk pumped out. Tank is washing now. There's the new tank. We're renting this big telehandler. Just gonna drive this over there a while. The tank's not attached to the floor, it's just sitting in here. We got one row of block there. We're gonna see if we can leave it in place, just lift the tank over it. gonna take the lift home. Yeah, we're getting started milking now, just a little bit after normal milking time. Not too bad. This is our new controller, touchscreen. Yeah, he had to re-weld this stuff. This is the drain line up here. Swings down to the tank when you go to milk. We got everything framed back in. Now we're covering everything with plywood, and then we have some stuff to glue onto the surface here. Forget what you call it, but to make it look nice and it'll be waterproof. This white board. It's kind of like what was on before. We got this stuff. We were just going to do the bottom of the wall. This was bright white, and the stuff before was stained or tan. Just decided to do the whole wall with this stuff. The next day here, the guys that are helping us with the milking parlor are here to get started. Not going to do it all today. We're putting they made a new truss for the top across here. We're going to put that up now. A handful of days have passed since we were working on this tank. We got everything done on the other side, and I started working at this back wall. Doesn't need to be quite as pretty, but we want to get it closed in. Just need to go around the top and the other side of the tank. Then we'll be able to clean up all this stuff, get this room back in order a little bit. Yeah, worked out pretty well in the milk house. Did the best I could with this plastic material. Then there were some gaps, especially right in there. Filled that with some caulk. I need to re-caulk some of that a little bit. Wasn't sure how we were gonna get everything cut around this tank. Some different ways we could have tried. In the back room we did set the wood against it and trace it. Worked pretty well. There's no perfect way to do it, I guess. What I did here was I measured every 4 inches the distance put all the points on there and then connected the dots and cut it out, so that worked okay. But I think it looks pretty nice if you don't stand too close to it. Like it never happened. You might be able to tell. Doesn't look quite as professional as it was before. Yep, looks good. Alright, so we got our utility room organized again. Definitely feels good to have that job done. When they built the barn, they put a 4,000 gallon tank in that seemed plenty big. Getting to the point where it wasn't gonna be big enough. Cows milking better than they used to. Plus, we're wanting to add about 20 cows this fall. The option of putting a second smaller tank in wasn't something we really looked into. Didn't really have a spot for a second one. Our milk has always gotten picked up every other day. Our milk company really doesn't want to do daily pickup. An extra stop isn't something they're interested in. Really want us to be on every other day. There's a couple reasons we decided to just trade up, size up the tank. From my understanding, this tank will be a little bit more efficient to cool. It's got a bigger bottom plate, so we don't have the side plates turning on very early. We actually have a 10-hour delay on the side plates because there's not enough milk in the tank until the end of the second milking. I like the new control. Definitely notice the tank temperature stays lower. That first milking, it barely gets above 40, 45 degrees. And then the milkings after, it doesn't even get up to 40 degrees once you have more milk in the tank. So now we're tracking our milk temperature digitally. We used to have a circular card that would be, there was a pen marking to track your temperature, and that gave trouble different times, and yeah, this will be better. And I'll get an alert on my phone if something's not working right. This tank's a 1999 Mueller. Our old one was a 2003, so we actually got a little bit of an older tank. From what the salesman was saying, they have trouble with new tanks within 5 years sometimes. And the older tanks, I don't know if the steel quality was better or they made them heavier or what, but not a whole lot better off with a new tank. They cost a lot more money, so getting a good used one should serve us well. It didn't cost a crazy amount of money to trade them because our other tank had value. But with the upgraded cooling system, it did take some labor. There was a bit of cost into it, but nothing crazy. Yeah, I think over the next 5-10 years, we'll be really happy with this decision. So out here in the milking parlor, we got started. Gonna be extending it and adding 2 milkers. So the first thing I wanted to do is put that truss up there. It's pretty nice. You just match the other ones that we already had. Fits right in nice. The plan now is to install the milking equipment. Gonna extend the pipeline, the vacuum line there, and just hang it from that on straps. And then after that's in, they'll come back, help us extend the pan right here. And we're gonna cut that pipe off. It's gonna get welded here. That post up there needs moved out. So we're adding 2 milkers, so we get 2 more cows per side. It'll work out to be about 20 more cows in the barn. I explained more about that a couple videos back if you want to check that out, but we'll see when we can get the rest of this done. All right guys, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.